What's up everyone, it's Demolition Derby for Life. I'm here going to do an aftermath on the lawnmower. I recently ran that, I'd say 2 weeks ago now. Or no, not a week, 2 weeks. Yeah, actually it would have been last week. Yeah, last week I ran this at, I believe it was Goodhue County Fair. It was in Zumbrota, Minnesota. It was a good hour and a half drive for me, but I had a blast. It was a lot of fun. There was a lot of mowers there. I didn't get any heats. They had like 30 mowers total at that. Most of them were youth, but there was maybe 15 or so for the actual mowers. They actually said they used to have, usually have more people come there, but this year was just an off year, I guess, or something. But yeah, so I'm gonna give you guys an aftermath on it. Not too much different from the last aftermath. What took me out was I lost my belt. In the Constellation, I lost the belt, and in my heat, the solenoid went out on me because the battery arced out and then it fried the solenoid. So I had to get a new solenoid and a new belt. And there's actually a derby tomorrow, and I'm gonna skip it. Because I want to run the lawnmower again, but I have to do more to it. And I mean, I had this thing running and driving, and I lost the belt today. Kind of sucked. And then the battery screwed me over too. When I was in the Constellation Derby, the belt fell off because I had a shirt under there to keep the battery from arcing out, and the shirt got sucked under and it popped the belt off, and it kind of sucked. But I was actually going to run this in the MOG class then, because I almost had the belt back on and ready to go, but I had like not 5 minutes to do it. But it was, oh well. So basically, this thing's just gonna sit throughout the winter now. I don't know of any other lawnmower derbies anytime soon. I'm just gonna get this thing prepped, ready to run again for next year eventually. I'm gonna probably add some sheet metal there, because at that derby, I got my foot smashed and it hurt. It sucked. But oh well. But yeah, little things that I have to redo is the welds there are starting to break or rip away, and then welds there are starting to do the same thing. But I think what I'll end up doing is I'm gonna find some sheet metal. Then I'm going to put it from there all the way across there and just weld everything to those bars. And I think that's going to help quite a bit. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Also, I lost that back tire over there. They actually poked a hole in it so it wouldn't go back on the rim. I tried to get it back on, but it wouldn't go, so yeah. So that's going to have to be replaced, or at least try to find a junk one, something relatively easy. Same thing with this one. I think I might try to find another junk tire that actually holds air, because this one just goes flat and then back, and then I just have to pump it back up and then it goes flat, and kind of tired of doing it, but oh well. What else? Like I said, gonna do some stuff there. Motor runs great. I will have to winterize it, which I'll do. Oh, maybe I'll just leave it be. I'll make sure I run it out of gas before I fully winterize it. I'll run it out of gas, and then I'll leave the oil in it, but then I'll change it out for next year. Front, still good. Hasn't moved. Coming over here, nothing really. It's kind of dark in here. Can't really see anything, but oh shoot. But yeah, this thing is. I've just been having really crappy luck. I almost got through the heat that I was in. I got third out of, I think it was 6, and they only took the top 2, which I think they should take at least 3 or even 4, just because for the feature they only had 5 mowers total, because they did 2 heats, and then the con seed they took the top 1, and that was 5 for the feature, and it was a quick feature. So I think they should have at least took the top 3 in each of them, and then took the top maybe even 2 for Consi, and then they would have had a bigger feature. But I don't know. That's how they ran it. So can't really do anything about it. Steering held up. Pretty sure I didn't bend it when I was unloading. So yeah. Can't really. Everything's pretty much straight back here. The rear end's still doing pretty good. I didn't really use it much, but went forward the whole time. And my front, I think, like, I'm actually surprised they let my front go, because like there's all sorts of metal and stuff in there, and most of the guys there had just a plain hood. But since mine is just a hood and then there's no front bumper onto that, they let that go. So when I was in the Derby, I could clear their front bumpers, and I was hitting the top of their hood, hitting their motor, which I think they had spark plugs and stuff in there too, which helped them. But yeah. I'm going to talk about the belt here quick. So this belt, I don't know, like, how does that even happen? Like, it's split so weird, like half and half, and then it split down a ways. I don't know how that happens. It's so weird. Like, it didn't just break, it like split in half, then tore apart. I don't know, but that sucks, because that's a freaking expensive belt. I'm gonna see if I can find cheaper ones, because I think that belt was like $60. It's expensive. I think it was just because it was custom made. I think that's why it was so expensive. But yeah, that just sucks. I don't feel like spending $60 on a belt, because that basically takes away all the money I just made on this thing, just to stick it back into a belt and run it again. So I'm gonna see if I can find cheaper ways to make a belt, or even just try to find somewhere where they just even used belts would work just as good as a new one. But I bought it new because I figured it was going to last me a couple years, not even a year. But oh well. That's all in the fun of making derby vehicles. But there you go, guys. There's an aftermath on the lawnmower. Nothing really too major. Here we go. Nothing really too major. Just minor fixes. I mean, also, like, all my wiring got like came apart. Like where I have the ends on, it came apart or broke or just something weird. I think it just shorted out too. It kind of sucked, but oh well. Like I said, I need to get a new belt and a new solenoid, because they fried that one. I'm gonna just maybe stop at a junkyard or even just go pick up one, see if I can get them for a couple bucks or whatever they cost. Just get a new one. But yeah, there you go, guys. There's an aftermath on the Derby lawnmower. Bad lighting. It's starting to get late. Sun's about to set here in probably a few minutes. But yeah, that thing should have been ran tomorrow, but since I goofed up on the belt and I need a new solenoid and just I had to do some welding on it, and I don't have welding material here, and I ran out actually just because we had to fix a machine, and it just bad timing, and don't have enough there, that's better. There we go. But yeah, it's just bad timing on stuff, and it sucks, but I'll just have to build it back up for next year, and I might be building a second one for next year too. Cause where I was derbying in Zumbrota, they almost didn't let me run because I had those extra bars protecting my motor. They didn't like that, but they said for next year not to put them in. But I wish they would let that go, because I mean, that sucks when you would have to just buy a new mower, or you would have to buy a new motor just because you couldn't protect that one thing, and it got poked and put a hole in the block, or just something stupid. But yeah, stupid stuff, but it happens. But again, guys, thank you guys for watching all my videos. I appreciate it. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. There's always, for me, I try to build whatever I can find. Like, I have a wagon, a Volvo wagon that I have sitting around, and I haven't done anything with it. I think the motor shot in it, so I'm gonna see if I can find a different motor for it, or even try to put a V8 in it, or just something weird like that. Otherwise, I got a Ford LTD. Not very clean. I have to actually find a motor for it. It's not anywhere, not there. I've actually been looking for a motor that goes into there, and they're hard to find. I've been looking for a while now, and I haven't really seen anything. But otherwise, yeah, I mean, I got 2 Ford cars, and I got to get them. They're going to be 80s welded cars. I have one ready, just needs a bumper, and then have another one that's the framework is all done to it. I just have to bolt the body back down and do some other minor stuff, put the cage in and put a motor in it. But I probably will put the motor in before I even put the body on it, just to have it in there, and then I can always cut what needs to be cut. But maybe that will be a winter project this year. Get a motor sitting in there, and then getting everything cut out and ready to go. But yeah, again, guys, thank you guys for watching all my videos. I appreciate it. Like I said, don't forget to hit the like button and the subscribe button, and we'll catch you guys later.